Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this unboxing video on a Monday, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. But as always, I like to turn it into a bit of a guessing game. This one's going to be pretty easy, I would imagine. So yes, I'm going to give you some clues. Hopefully you'll get it, but I want to just again say, just something before I open this, because I know you hear a lot of YouTubers say this sort of thing all the time, but in this case, you know, I do genuinely mean when I say thank you to everybody who watches the videos, and especially to the channel members. I talk about that quite a lot. The reason why I talk about that is because on the channel membership, basically people have got direct access to, whenever I sell a figure, they get first dibs at it, and that's exactly basically what's happened. I've been selling off a lot of my movie figures, a lot of my doubles, etc., and people have been buying them, obviously. So what I like to do, I think the same as most people do with their own collections, to be honest, you know, you buy and you sell, you buy and you sell, and that's exactly what's happening here. So a lot of my sealed movie figures, which you'll have seen in the earlier videos, have indeed been sold, and a few other figures have as well. But what I suppose is good that for you guys to see as well, that I do pump it straight back into, I suppose, back into the channel, to be honest, because what we've got in here, although I've already got this figure, this is a Japanese exclusive figure, original generation one as well, so you may be guessing straight away. But basically, again, I've been doing this A to Z now for I'm into the third month, obviously, and it's making me realize that a couple of my figures weren't complete. Now, I've always not really had too much of an issue with that, but until now, especially when I'm trying to do this A to Z and one fundamental little piece is missing, and that one fundamental little piece is crazy, but it doesn't really make a difference when you've got this full robot out on display. So yes, so I do have this figure already, but again, I suppose this is a tip that I can give people, exactly, not just to buy and sell, but what I've done with this is I've brought a figure with a few parts, mainly the part that I need, but there's still enough parts on this for me to sell it again, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So because I've now got two of these figures, and I don't need two of these figures, even though it's generation one, I've got no space left to do multiple displays. I am going to keep it to do a video on, long enough to do a video anyway, and then that means I should have it completely, the video done and dusted and ready, this figure ready to sell, funnily enough, at the NEC when I'm there in April. But what I was saying is, sometimes you just can't get the figure that you want complete, and that's especially when you're talking Japanese figures like this, because they're so scarce, they're so hard to get hold of, and unless you're really good at, I suppose, perusing the Japanese auction sales, or indeed you can speak Japanese, then it makes everything really, really difficult. Now, I might have to turn around here or move the camera, I don't know. So what we've got in here is, oh, this is a 1988 Japanese original figure. It is boxed as well, so that'll do even better reasons for when I want to sell it later on. It's one of them things where it's an existing mold and they've just basically redecoed it to fit in with what they were having. So in 1988 in Japan, there was Super God Master Force on the TV, and this is one of the main characters from there. And I think, as I say, it's pretty hard to not guess what it is with it being this size. This is the genuine box that it's in. And the other thing as well is, you know, most of the unboxes that I do on here are a lot of the time they're figures that I've already had, but I've not had chance to do videos on yet. Whereas this is obviously legitimately something that I've been working on. And big thanks to Chuck Lou as well. Chuck Lou, who does Art Fire 2000. Normally, obviously, he doesn't. Well, he does sell some parts, etc. But with this one, again, I haven't got it complete. If I combine it with the one I've got already, then I've got a complete one. I have no idea how I'm going to get this figure out of here. I have no idea how well boxed it is. Well, it's clearly well boxed, but how well protected it is. It looks all bubble wrapped up. So what I might have to do. So yeah, 1988 Super God Master Force Autobot figure. It's actually a pretender as well, so that might chuck a huge spanner in the works for some people, but there's a pretender case in it as well. Can I do enough here just to show you in the video without me taking too much off it? I don't think I can, so what you're gonna have to do is bear with me a few seconds. And I suppose the last big clue is the other original version of this figure I've got is hiding behind that white board, which you normally see. Bear with me a second, let's get it out. However, I've obviously just realised that this, if I did just take it out off screen, it would of course be the most, well, it won't be an unboxing, will it? So completely would have been a contradiction in terms. So I've managed to turn the box around so that now when I open this up, you should be able to see which figure it is. Now, whether or not I can take it out of the box is another thing. I still am meaning to take this stand down, but I haven't had time to yet. I thought I was going to be able to spin it around and get the figure out, but apparently I still can't unbox it. Right, I'm going to try another way to get it on camera so you can see me taking him out of the box. It is definitely true, there is nowhere near enough space in this room to do anything, and again, another reason why once I've done the video on this guy, I will definitely be selling this one on. So I'm pretty sure that you've guessed. There's not many Generation 1 figures that require a box of such a stature, and that's exactly what this does. Of course, there is a Hasbro version of him, which has got a great paint job, but I think this one, to be honest, is much, much better. So it is, of course, Grand Maximus. And yes, this means now I've got two just for now. I'm going to get the video done on this because, again, I haven't done a full review on it yet. One of the main reasons I've not done a full review was because I was missing the small head. And exactly the same as Fortress Maximus, you don't need the small head to have the big head on the bot. So it's just one of them things that I never bothered with. I won't say never bothered, it didn't come with it, so I didn't go out my way to get it. And the only way, I can't even talk, that I've managed to get a complete one now is by buying another one. This has just got the head, but again, he'll be up for sale very soon anyway. But it was indeed a Grand Maximus. Let me know if you got it in the comments, guys. Take care.